Rock is back and dropped an absolute bombshell on us on SmackDown, and everyone has been losing their mind on what the heck is going on when it comes to this theory of why The Rock wants Cody Rhodes to sell him his soul.
I want your soul.
Now, listen, I have a lot of theories on why he wants to do it. I have a lot of theories of where they're going to go with this. So we're going to really just dial in on each one of these theories, and then we're going to dial in on which one I think realistically is the way they're going to go, and realistically why I think this theory and storyline is kind of wacky, I guess would be the right word for it. Now, really quickly, if you guys have not hit that follow button and you guys enjoy professional wrestling content, go do that real quick. I'm not going to bore you guys. Let's get right into these theories. So if you've been living under a rock for whatever reason you guys have not seen yet, The Rock came out on Friday Night SmackDown after randomly announcing that he'll be there to announce that WrestleMania 42 is going to be at New Orleans, and then he left. Nah, I'm just kidding. He ended up calling out Cody Rhodes, and every single one of us was wondering, why did he pull Cody Rhodes from the six-man tag match? And what exactly do you want from Cody Rhodes that you're pulling him from that tag match? Now, if we backtrack just a little bit, I'm sure you guys do remember that they did have a WrestleMania match against each other, which The Rock did pin Cody Rhodes in that tag team match. So he is one of four. It is four guys, right? Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, The Rock, and Drew McIntyre are the only four people to have pinned Cody Rhodes since he came back to the WWE. Now, if you guys remember the Raw after WrestleMania, The Rock came back and handed back Cody Rhodes the watch that Cody Rhodes had gifted him at WrestleMania to be a part of that WrestleMania match. And The Rock was like, bro, why are you giving this to me? I want nothing to do with this. Then The Rock came out of bad blood after, Roman decided to be a buddy McBuddyson and do his little, which we all thought was deemed towards Roman Reigns, but maybe now it's deemed towards Cody Rhodes. That never really went anywhere, and I do think they fumbled the ball on that and kind of just like tucked that to the side. But what makes this whole thing even stranger was on the Raw on Netflix debut, The Rock came out in the Final Boss gear, but was like Dwayne Johnson, the TKO board director, and was showing nonstop love to Cody Rhodes and talking about how he's amazing and he's the champion and he's taking WWE to new heights. And then they were drinking in the back and like all this stuff, and it was just weird, right? Like, I think that was weird, and it made us think, all right, the Final Boss is done, that character is dead, it's over. Then randomly we get an announcement that SmackDown will have The Rock on it, and everyone just assumed that it was there to announce WrestleMania is going to be in New Orleans, which he did. He came out and he announced that WrestleMania was in New Orleans, but then he called out Cody Rhodes. So he calls out Cody Rhodes, and this man rambled for about 25 minutes about who knows what. Like, he was schizophrenic, bipolar. 1 minute he's Dwayne Johnson, 1 minute he's The Rock, the next minute he's the Final Boss. You literally couldn't tell in that promo which character he was. It's like he was having like literally schizophrenia and just couldn't tell which character he was in that moment. But eventually he got to the point. He said he wanted Cody Rhodes to be his brother. Yay. Then he said he wanted Cody Rhodes to be his champion. Yay. And then he said that he can give Cody Rhodes everything he wants, but he has to elevate himself here. He's like, how many followers does Cody Rhodes have? A couple million followers. How many followers does The Rock have? 500 million. Not really sure why Cody Rhodes cares about Instagram followers and why he wants to be The Rock's champion, because I guess the WWE champion is here and then The Rock's champion is here. So like, I guess he's like below it. I don't know. But then he hit us with the craziest curveball ever, which he says he wants that. And he like pointed towards Cody, and Cody's like, you're doing all this for the WWE Championship? And he goes, no, I want your soul.
I want your soul. I want your soul.
I don't know if that was some like Shang Tsung type thing from Mortal Kombat where he goes like, your soul is mine. And like, I don't know, but now that we have the backstory done, let's talk about the theories on what realistically is happening. Now, I do want to debunk a few things in my mind. I do not believe they're redoing the corporation in this instance. That is one of the theories, but I do not believe they're redoing the corporation because the biggest reason why Vince McMahon started the corporation and why he had The Rock become the corporate champion was In Vince McMahon's eyes, Stone Cold Steve Austin was trying to destroy his WWE and was this evil character that is ruining his company, and he needed somebody to take him out and use the power that he has to take them out. And then eventually they got the Ministry of Darkness to join the corporation, and it became the corporate ministry. But in that instance, The Rock was not a champion. The Rock was a babyface that, the fans did love and stuff like that. But The Rock was not on Stone Cold's level at that point. Stone Cold, we all will all agree, when the corporation happened, he was a level above The Rock. They were not on the same playing field. The Rock was a really big babyface, but not on the same level field as Stone Cold was. It made a lot of sense because you have an evil boss, which I guess The Rock would be that evil boss, I guess, in this instance. But you don't have a bad guy right now that's ruining the company in the boss's eyes to Cody Rhodes' good guy. Cody Rhodes is also the WWE champion. Cody Rhodes is also the biggest babyface in the company. Cody Rhodes literally has no rivals or no enemies right now. He obviously has people gunning for him because he is the champion, but there's no one really like coming from him anymore. He took out Kevin Owens. You can argue CM Punk, I guess, but there's really nothing on that line for him. So the corporation theory in my eyes makes no sense. Now, the next theory a lot of people had is they're redoing the Stone Cold Steve Austin, makes a deal with the devil and sold his soul to the devil at WrestleMania 17 to Vince McMahon. I would also agree that this would make sense if the WWE champion had some kind of rival where he needed the boss to help him beat him. He doesn't have that. Literally, like, Roman's gone, who was his biggest rival. He took out Kevin Owens, who was like trying to destroy him. Whoever wins the chamber is basically a babyface. I think, what is it, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul? Yeah, I think those two are the only two people in there that aren't babyface right now. So it's like, no one's really there to like come and get him. So I believe that theory is out the window. And many people were comparing it to, the Authority and having Seth Rollins turn on his boys and join the Authority. The problem was Seth Rollins didn't have a championship, and, he used the Authority to become a champion and raise himself and all this status. But again, the WWE champion of the world, who is the biggest babyface and the largest merch seller, doesn't need that right now. So all those three theories, in my opinion, we're going to throw them out the window. So let's talk about Cody Rhodes really quickly. Can we agree that Cody Rhodes does not need to sell his soul? Cody Rhodes is the WWE champion of the world, the undisputed champion, the crown jewel champion. He beat the other world champion, so he is considered right now the best champion in the company. So he doesn't have a rival when it comes to champion. We all agree that he's the biggest babyface in the company outside of, yes, I do think that Jey Uso is on his level when it comes to like babyface, but I do believe when it comes to like the total package of being a WWE superstar, fans will say that Cody Rhodes is a better in-ring wrestler and storyteller than a Jey Uso is. I think we will all agree there. And I don't think there's an argument to be had there. I do think Jey Uso is super over right now. I love Jey Uso. I'm more of a Jey Uso fan than I am a Cody Rhodes fan. But I will say that I do think as a superstar and a champion and overall package, Cody Rhodes has that super babyface, leader face of the company locked down. He also sells the most merchandise, so money's not a problem for the guy. He doesn't need more money. He has a super amazing family. He has a beautiful wife that's loving and a part of his storylines whenever he wants. Walked him out at WrestleMania, was there when he won. He has a daughter that he loves and talks about in storylines about how he loves being an amazing dad for her and stuff like that. He has a dog that is like Pharaoh, who's like a mascot of being a super baby face that's been on TV. So it's like he has all of that. The Rock tried to sell him on, I'm going to get you more Instagram followers. What? The Rock, what do you mean I'm going to get you more Instagram followers? Who cares about Instagram followers? But if you are watching this, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I do need Instagram followers. So now that we're on the same page that Cody Rhodes doesn't need to sell his soul, let's talk about what happens if Cody Rhodes declines the deal at Elimination Chamber. So this is going into my super babyface theory of what happens if Cody Rhodes declines the offer of The Rock. I believe ultimately he will decline this offer. And if he declines this offer, I believe that The Rock's not just going to walk away. He's not going to be like, oh, well, okay, I guess I'll see you later. My job here is done. I believe he'll be angry. I believe that he will want to make his life miserable, and I believe that he will tell Cody Rhodes that you made the largest mistake that you've ever made, and I'm going to make sure that you now lose everything that you ever had and everything you've ever built in your life. To which at this point, I believe he is going to try to start his own corporation now. I believe he is going to try to recruit people like a CM Punk, recruit someone like a Drew McIntyre, recruit someone like a Logan Paul, recruit someone like a Seth Rollins. You know, everybody's been talking for a while that Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Kevin Owens would make the most godly heel faction you could possibly ever have. And if The Rock promises each one of them that he will make them the biggest heels or faces of the company, I believe that each one of them would sell their soul. Now, do they do all four of them? Who knows? Do I think that it's going to be one of those guys? And do I ultimately believe it's going to be whoever wins the Elimination Chamber? Yeah. So if CM Punk wins the Chamber, I do believe he will be joining the Rock side, which a little added to this theory. Remember how he is all owed a little favor by Paul Heyman? What if when he joins the Rock, he also has to bring Paul Heyman with him? And Paul Heyman would be the advisor for this new corporation. What if they also bring in the new bloodline as well, where Jacob Fatu is an enforcer for this new corporation, as well as Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and any other new Samoans they want to bring along with them? What if ultimately he convinces Roman Reigns to join it and says that I will get that title back for you that you ended up losing. I will make sure that no one gets in your way. I believe ultimately this is more than likely the direction they are going to go. But what if Cody Rhodes accepts? What if Cody Rhodes decides he wants more? What if he is the Anakin Skywalker who has everything possible and wants more? You know, what if he does decide that he wants to become a famous movie star, famous outside of just the WWE? I believe if he does accept this offer, we will find out that there is a hidden motive that The Rock has. And that hidden motive is that he wants to take down Roman Reigns. And I believe that motive will be that the whole reason he went and got Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes is the only person that beat Roman Reigns to end his title reign. He now holds Roman's kryptonite. And ever since Roman made him acknowledge him and put that one up, the awkward one, remember the one that he did because he couldn't like close his finger? Ever since he did that, I believe he resented him. He resented him for losing the title from his family. He resented him for helping Cody Rhodes after Cody Rhodes is the one that took the title from his family. He resented him after he broke up the family and had Solo Sikoa build a whole other bloodline. After he let Jey Uso go out on his own, Jimmy Uso go on his own, Sammy Uso go out on their own. I believe that this is actually all a ploy to take down Roman Reigns. And in this scenario, it would turn Roman Reigns into the biggest babyface we have ever seen in the company. And I believe we will have a true bloodline civil war with him building this new bloodline and new faction. Roman's going to have his faction. And by next WrestleMania, the whole night 1 or night 2 is filled with matches that involve the new bloodline and the bloodline corporation, whatever we want to call it, that The Rock has built. And ultimately, in that scenario, you have Roman Reigns winning night 1 against Cody Rhodes and becoming the champion again. And night 2, he has to face The Rock, which I hope he would win. But ultimately, this all boils down to, what do you believe is the true motive behind The Rock? What do you believe they are doing here? In my opinion, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I have zero interest in this storyline for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. Number 1 being that I think that Cody Rhodes does not deserve to be put in a storyline where he is not the main person involved. Because no matter what, The Rock will always overshadow Cody Rhodes, and that is not fair to do to your biggest babyface and the champion of your company. Number 2, I just think The Rock is a drunk dude that has no idea what's going on anymore in this business and just wants to be a part of whatever he could be a part of to sell tickets because he gets a bonus from TKO every time they do well. So I'm not a fan of The Rock being involved in this when you have guys like CM Punk still involved. John Cena's on his retirement tour. Drew McIntyre is doing the best work in his career. Seth Rollins' character is amazing. Kevin Owens' character is amazing. You have Jacob Fatu on his way up right now. You have Braun Breaker on their way up. And all of it's being overshadowed by a guy who's in his 50s and way past his prime. And now he's doing satanic, Illuminati, like devil worshipping rituals, selling souls and, you know, slapping faces and giving kisses and drinking and driving. And it's like, brother, just go. We got this, bro. Triple H has been absolutely amazing with the storylines. Let him cook. Let Triple H do his thing. He gave us Jey Uso as the Rumble champion. I loved it. I was there. Seeing the yeets afterwards and getting excited for Gunther versus Jey Uso, I am very excited. I was very excited to see either John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, or Logan Paul face off against Cody Rhodes at night 2 of WrestleMania. All of that stuff has me excited. I'm excited for Tiff and all that stuff. We don't need this right now. But I'm ranting about not the topic anymore. I apologize. But I want to know from you guys what you guys think realistically is going to happen with the storyline. Which one of my theories do you think is more on par? Which way you think they're going to go with? And do you think that Cody Rhodes is going to sell his soul to the devil, The Rock? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys made it this far and you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Every single person that does, I believe 100 more people see the video. Make sure to ring that bell for notifications after you subscribe so you get notified every time I post out future videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is much love from me to y'all. Peace out, everybody.